Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Ghost of Tsushima on the Series JG. This will be officially the first video I've recorded of the third set of chemo. I don't know what you call it, like the rounds. Each, chemo has rounds, but this is like the third, I don't know, match 3, set 1. I don't know what I would say. But I'm throwing it out there. Because today I got hooked up to the take-home infuser, and this was the game I needed to play. So I kind of referenced the fact that this is the game that's got the most, like, kind of serious emotional content, people thinking about things like mortality. I suppose I could have gone in with something lighter, but I don't know, the Grand Theft Auto games have a lot of stuff about mortality. It's just usually the mortality of the people the protagonist encounters, because the protagonist may be killing them. At any rate, we've been going through the different tales of Tsushima, and my desire last time was to advance the story of Lady Masako, and then switch over to the other, quote, active tales. And I may just actually run around and do some exploring. That was a thing I did earlier with the alcohol. I am not drinking during chemo. Last couple of chemos I actually would, like the non-chemo weekends, I would drink a bit to relieve stress. I'm going to really make a concerted effort not to do that this time. Might be like, I've had people point out, well, alcohol consumption increases your risk of certain cancers. It's like closing the barn door after the cows have gone home. But still, I'm going to try to live clean and see if that improves my, my life any. But I might end up doing some running around just when I'm home on sick leave dealing with this, but maybe not for me to okay, that's got to be important, right? But no, I might end up doing some more off screen, just running around looking for things and not recording unless I trigger story content, because it does seem like we're ignoring the main thing to advance the story is this mission you do to try to get a word out to the mainland to get a request of the Shogun, and then Yuna trying to get the people of Yarikawa to join your uncle's cause. But I'm a little confused about what exactly is Yarikawa. Is it a place? Is it a clan? I think it is a clan of samurai that revolted against the rule of the Sakai.
A fool than I thought. Jin, a word, please.
Well, you just called me a fool? That's not very nice. And then suddenly I'm trying to wonder if I'm actually recording, but I'm pretty sure I am. Okay.
You stormed Castle Kaneda.
What did you say? What did you say to my Kermad, dude? I'm not even going to try to bow to you.
Masako, what's wrong?
A man
Why are my subtitles late?
recruited the men who killed my family.
Oh, okay.
His name is on the list. He lives in this prefecture.
Oh, is this like Anya's list or the list of Jericho?
Well, but he won't tell me.
Junshin means well. I'll talk to him.
Well, now I guess I gotta go talk to him. You, though, I'll bow to you. Because you're cool. You're badass. You're a woman consumed by hate and revenge who will eventually learn that will destroy you from within. But you're still being pretty cool about it all.
Junshin, it's good to see you.
Junshin Thunder Liger?
Lady Masako and I are looking for Kajiwara. You know where he is.
She accused
Maybe
him of
I do.
terrible things. I fear for his life if she finds him.
Masako has good
That's
reason to believe
pretty
he
wise.
recruited the men who killed her family.
He would never do that.
Mm-hmm.
He is a humble fisherman, a loving husband and father. I think
I was about to say just like Jesus, except for that father part.
Junshin, I
Secret
need to
Jesus
talk.
babies. It's like
as long
the Da Vinci Code
as
here.
just talking.
Okay, she's gonna talk him to death. Like, listen to a bow with a vulture. Let's play. Oh! I say as though anything about how he let's plays is like somehow worse or more fatal than mine.
Here to the coast. Kajiwara's hut is on the beach.
I guess yeah, now the computer made me bow to him. But I'm gonna double bow. Now that he held his bow longer, so he actually is showing more
We'll
respect.
take the road to the coast.
We'll find the wizards of the coast.
Thank you for your help, monk.
That was nice. I mean, she had a little sarcasm in the voice, but she said the things that she said and did what etiquette would require.
You said to Junshin that I didn't. He doesn't even try to hear me. It's like talking to a stone.
I think he's afraid of you.
He's made of stone.
Hey, why?
You can be intimidating.
In our world, that is not a bad thing. We're
Who are you now? You need to return to your home planet?
ambitious man. He was a retainer for our clan, dependable and skilled.
Mm-hmm.
Beating his wife and daughter.
Coward. Hurting his own family.
So I don't know. Again, I picked up what felt like intricate details of Japanese culture from the novel Shogun, but it's a novel written by a white guy. But everything about that book suggests that if a father is beating his wife and child, well, I mean, if it was a samurai beating his samurai wife and his samurai children, that's no problem at all. If it's a peasant, I'm pretty sure it's fine. They're his family. The rules might be different. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's like, well, a peasant who's beating his wife and his child is beating a wife and child who are actually under the protection of the local samurai lord. So maybe I'm misunderstanding, but like, yeah, I guess there can be personal distaste, but there's nothing against the honor code about doing that. The honor code of Bushido, highly romanticized in some Western circles. Devil's in the details on a lot of that stuff.
Family.
I dismissed him immediately. I offered his wife and daughter refuge in our house. In a day, they'd gone back to him.
It's not always easy. Especially when you think they'll change.
I know that my abusive husband made me think that I just had to be patient and kind with him and that he would grow to love me more fully. Wait a minute, Masako, are you listening to me? Now, a female samurai watching a female commoner be beaten by a male commoner, like, I'm not saying that they would never react the way that Masako did. I'm just saying that I don't believe it would be considered a violation of, honorable conduct. Actually, there was a lot of that in the novel Shogun. Shogun's a good read, by the way. I'm like one syllable off of remembering the author's last name, so I'm leaving it out rather than getting it wrong. But, I mean, it's an interesting read because you have people who are like, well, they're living by this code and like they can have personal distaste in the way that people conduct the business of their own household, but it would never be something that someone from the outside would step in.
This path should take us to the beach. We'll leave the horses to avoid being seen.
We should approach with caution. I don't want to put Kajiwara's family at risk.
I'll use my special ninja outfit, which is really just a Ronin outfit, because I don't get the quasi-ninja outfit until the story is mostly over, but she would never approve of my sneaky ways anyway. Oh, what the?
That must be Kajiwara's fishing hut. The Mongols found it.
They may have already killed him and his family.
Well, that's what they
Chance
get
they're
for
still
returning
alive.
to him.
Let's go.
Alright, so I'm guessing this is one where even if I was inclined to have another whole video session of constantly failing at the standoff, I feel like we need to try to be sneaky because I feel like they probably go after people when you're spotted. Yeah, I'm not hiding even in the slightest here, but... having her ride on my tail is not... Well, never mind. This isn't being one of the ones where you have to be sneaky. I figured it would be based on the whole... They are prisoners. Oh, I thought I killed that guy back there, but I guess he's still barely alive. Oh, well, I'll leave her to finish him off. Yeah, all these guys have special fire attack power, which is annoying because it's like, I thought it was going to be a big deal when I unlocked it and make me, like, have a huge advantage. I can attack arrows coming from behind and up front. My usual anti-archer tactics are working a treat. Shawn Michaels super kick. Always works. You still can't finish that guy? I got him down to 1 hit point left and thought he was done. Her attack's purely decorative?
Let's check the house for Kajiwara and his family.
Well, I mean, who knows? Now I'm going to kick myself and say, oh, I bet that standoff would have got them all. But it wouldn't have. I would have fucked up somewhere along the way, even if I got the first hit. Somehow the camera angle would have swung around so I couldn't see the second or third guy attacking.
New rolls of cloth.
Not cloth, silk. More than a humble fisherman could afford.
Humble and lovable shoeshine boy, he is not.
This blade is covered in blood.
It doesn't look like a Mongol weapon.
I thought she was going to say it doesn't look like Mongol blood.
Masako, footprints leading away from the hut.
Footprints in the sawdust. Footprints leading to the edge of town. Something bad happened to this guy.
This must be Kajiwara's wife and daughter.
I always feared this would be their fate.
Maybe the Mongols killed them?
Then where is Kajiwara's body?
She
Let's follow the
doesn't think
footprints.
he's very funny anymore. Footprints in the sawdust. Footprints leading to the edge of town. Something bad happened to a cloud. I haven't listened to that song in a long time. Warren Zevon.
Kajiwara!
Oh, hey. You cut off my Warren Zevon story.
Lady Masako,
Not like a story where I met the guy or anything.
the Mongols attacked. My wife.
I'm sorry. We were attacked.
Snake.
Impressive Snake.
Out of
Quiet Snake was Snake's code name in one of the non-canon games of Metal Gear.
Shit!
Wait, now we're the one who's losing our temper?
Assassins who killed my
She's the
family.
one who's being rational?
Quiet you. Tell me, and I will end you lovingly, like you did your wife and daughter.
Mongols killed them? I guess, no, we're saying that he killed them with this
understood
Fisher Wappet.
What?
how it feels to be ruined by you. How I was driven to poverty. The toll it took on my family.
That wasn't helpful, Masako.
Couldn't stand to hear another word,
Everything he said was a lie.
except about being ruined by me.
Well,
I
you...
know Sadao felt the same way.
The conspirators are bonded by hate.
Hey, check it out. There's a rock climbing path over there. You want to check it out?
By a rival samurai with a deep grudge. But I can't think of who.
We'll find him.
Well, you must have really harmed and ruined a lot of samurai then, if, that guy was the guy? Wait, he's John Connor, but that's another guy. Wait, he's Kyle Reese, but that's another guy. Oh, hold on. It looks like we gotta, let's see. 15% resolve. Oh, I guess we know which one's being upgraded because it's equipped. Reduces enemy detection speed by 15%, increases rotten resolve gains. Moderate increase to melee. Oh, maybe all of the ones that can increase. I was frustrated a few videos back not knowing how this worked. It looks like I've got two different things equipped that are both at 1 of 5. So maybe all of the subset of charms that can be upgraded in some way are all upgraded the same amount. So Charm of Ferocity. Sure, these they all look like they could be increased in some way. Like certainly, it would be easy to just take 40% and make it 50. 7.5 could be changed to 15. Whatever. We got more silk. That's the key to being able to better armor better. Lady Hachimachi is left. We could just hop up here and see if there's anything cool. Get the background cliffs lead us to, but there's no particular reason I think there's anything up here other than the fact that it was kind of the cinematics seem to really orient you towards coming up here. Well, I guess we've already been to the Omi Monastery. And there's a golden bird, which often is trying to lead you to something. I'll tell you, I don't want to trouble people's minds, but I will tell you the thing about this take-home infuser. You know, it makes you feel sick. It makes you feel nauseated. It's chemotherapy. That's part of what it does. But this take-home infuser makes this little soft noise when it's actually pumping drugs, which means you get this auditory reminder that you don't feel well. If you had managed to distract your mind from it otherwise, you occasionally get this little sound to indicate, hey, by the way, you have literal poisons being pumped into your body that are, you know, hopefully going to kill cancer cells before they kill healthy cells. I bring this up because even when I thought I was done with chemo, up until a few months ago, occasionally I hear a kind of soft mechanical sound similar enough to the chemo infuser pump sound to like put it into my head. I get this little like brief flash of feeling nauseated from the noise. It's like people who get like a terrible hangover the first time they drink like a margarita or something, you know, and even the smell of it makes them feel sick from that point forward. It might just be leading me to the Omi Monastery. Because I thought I did catch sight of it again. Thought there might have been something to acquire. I think it was just sunlight delicately playing upon the cemetery here. Or it could be that there's a singing cricket because it's a cemetery. And this bird will take me directly to it. Or, I don't know. There were bad guys a ways away. Oh, maybe it's trying to tell me that I need to get to the a higher floor of this pagoda, and there's some kind of like Mongol artifacts or whatever over there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Got pretty turned around there for a minute. Yeah. There's probably some kind of goodie up here. Well, I don't have the controller rumbling around, and actually, now that I think of it, it's usually fireflies, those green bugs, that lead you to these places, not the, not the birds. Climbing all the way up this pagoda might just become a pain in the ass to get back down. Feels like I'm playing Assassin's Creed now. I should be getting a extreme map clearance by getting up to the top of this pagoda. Oh, am I still wearing the I'm wearing the traveler's attire. Why didn't this show up? Band of the Second Sun, clothes of a warrior from a distant time and place. Okay, I thought distant time and place. I was like, oh, maybe it's going to be a cowboy hat. You're telling me there's still cool secrets to find. Man, this game is pretty. Because I don't even think I came across the secret he was really, or he, she, I don't really know the gender of this bird. If I try to jump down from here, I am going to get myself killed. Hey, friend. They make it a little easier than I forgot. Then I realized there's a automated that he swings underneath it and heads down thing that you do. It really seemed for a minute like I was going to be able to go in the bottom floor of the pagoda and something would be going on there. I've had a not that uncommon amongst Caucasian geeks a fascination with certain Eastern culture. Neo 2, and this was after. Maybe I was in the middle of the second round of chemo and radiation when I was playing Neo 2, but I remember Neo 2 has a very small, self-contained. It would get deeply boring with any time passing afterlife area, or it's sort of a between this world and the hereafter, where you can kind of meet people who've died over the course of the story and do quests to set their souls at ease. But like they had this whole Japanese garden tranquility thing going, and this tranquil background. It was pretty affecting. Neo 2, one of my longer LP series ever that wasn't like an RTK game. Nobody watched it. I had a lot of fun playing through that one though. This game is similar in some of the aesthetics, but takes a lot more time and care with crafting its backgrounds and spaces, and cares a lot less about the mechanics of combat, obviously. Like if you're looking for a combat challenge and you watch my channel for ideas, you can probably be better than I am at Neo 2. And find ways to enjoy that. I guess the knock on it from Jack Evans, and I forget the name of the other guy. That's a terrible way to describe him. The bald guy who says artsy fartsy, which is an annoying term to me. I hate when people use the term artsy fartsy. I kind of understand how you see something that's artistic in a way that irritates you and you want to belittle it, but that just seems like a stupid term. But anyway, no, yeah, they did a review on their previously recorded was the name of the channel. It's shut down now. But they did a review of Neo 2, or Neo, the original Neo, where they were basically just saying it was like, yeah, I mean, it's does a lot of the things that Dark Souls does really well, but why don't you just play Dark Souls? It's discount caviar. Thought that was mildly unfair, but it's
How can I help others when I'm consumed with my own pain?
but it did seem like if I didn't have an interest in Eastern culture, it's entirely possible I wouldn't have seen anything worthwhile about Neo. I guess I liked Neo 1's protagonist a lot more, even though he was kind of silent and not that interesting. But like just the idea that some fellow from Ireland and he couldn't really talk to people very well, which is why he understood Japanese but didn't speak it well,
Agio himself.
which is one reason why there wasn't a ton of dialogue. Well, we got our mission done, and then I just started wandering around this temple complex, and not a whole lot's coming out of it. We've got Mount Omi. I mean, I could just walk in this general direction and see what's up. But I could also go back to the plan of following these stories in the hopes that executing the stories brings you to places where you'll find out more about the story. I'll fast travel. I also need to think about, as we finish these quests and we get 2 units of silk, that's enough to upgrade 1 more set of armor. I have to think about just how much silk do I need to have in reserve before can I upgrade all the armor that I actually currently have. Alright, so Lady Masako is somewhere down the path at the Koshimuzi farmstead. Hey, check it out. It's Raiden from Mortal Kombat. It's just somebody who may have been wearing a straw hat. Kuwabara. Kuwabara.
I don't understand why they cut us off at the shrines. The Mongols will do whatever they can to make our lives more difficult.
Yeah, Mongols are jerks. I mean, this is something we've established.
Perhaps they fear becoming, so they destroy the paths instead.
This place got any, No, it does not have blacksmiths and armor repairers. I mean, there's no particular reason it would have. Let's go steal you guys' linen. Then I'm going to bow instead of checking the wind. I'm bowing to the wind.
I'm surprised the Mongols haven't destroyed him.
I'm surprised that guy just did this weird backwards evasion gesture instead of jumping. You a legend storyteller or just some dude? You just some dude. There's Raiden again. You guys want to help me fight Shao Kahn and take over Outworld or whatever?
I cannot help.
I need information, not apologies.
Oh man, Junshin Thunder Liger is still not being helpful. She's really got to learn how to speak to Junshin Thunder Liger. If she ever wants to accomplish this quest without our help, which is not really her objective, so... So I guess we'll call it here, because we're, I think, a little early to call it a video. But, oh, actually, it's just about the perfect time. So when we come back next time, we'll do the next quest for Lady Masako. See you then.